Hello.
Hello, Deepak. Yeah, Bhaskar speaking. Can you hear me?
So, hello everyone. Am I audible to everyone?
Yes, I can.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Dr.
sir.
Ashok, am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Yes, sir.
Hello. Dr. Ashok?
Yes, audible. You are audible.
Hello. Hello. My voice is audible?
Yes, sir.
Yes, you are audible.
आपकी आवाज नहीं आ रही है मुझे नहीं आ रही है कुछ भी हेलो हेलो
Yes, you are audible, Dr. Deepak.
इसमें तो सुनाई दे रहा था वर्षा मैडम को बोलेगा पोस्ट करने के लिए ठीक है मुझे नहीं कंफ्यूजन हो जाएगा हेलो 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 आ रही है आवाज
Yes, sir.
to everyone, all the students, सभी students का जो भी participants है उनका स्वागत है. We have a very distinguished guest today. He is Dr. Bhaskar Roy. So yes, just I want to give a brief introduction. So in the year 2004 we met. Actually I met Dr. Bhaskar Roy. At that time he was not doctorate. He was he and myself both were working at Central Silk Board. सभी को पता होगा Central Silk Board Bangalore में है. So we were working at Bangalore and we were in the learning phase and within next 1.5 years he got an opportunity. उन्हें एक मौका मिला. चाइनीज फेलोशिप उनको मिल गया था भारत सरकार के द्वारा MHRD के द्वारा मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ ह्यूमन रिसोर्स डेवलपमेंट के द्वारा एक फेलोशिप स्कीम होता है जो कि सेरिकल्चर से रिलेटेड रहता है. सो हमारे स्टूडेंट्स के लिए भी ये इंफॉर्मेशन इंपॉर्टेंट है. सो ही वाज सेलेक्टेड बाय मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ ह्यूमन रिसोर्स एंड डेवलपमेंट टू गो टू चाइना फॉर हिज PhD program and he went to China. He was successful from all over India and he went to China and over there he started his PhD work. उन्होंने वहां पे PhD की अपनी और उसके बाद आज के डेट में वो एक बहुत रिनाउंड ऑर्गेनाइजेशन है बीजिंग जीनोम इंस्टीट्यूट. ये एक ऐसा ऑर्गेनाइजेशन है जो कि पूरे विश्व में ख्याति प्राप्त संस्था है. he worked in that particular organization. उस particular organization में उन्होंने काम शुरू किया और currently is working over there as senior scientist. जो भी वर्क आज के डेट में आप देख सकते हो जीनोम से रिलेटेड यानी कि DNA के सीक्वेंसिंग या DNA RNA से रिलेटेड वर्क जो भी होता है उसका मैक्सिमम रिपोर्ट्स जो है वो बीजिंग जीनोम इंस्टीट्यूट जो कि चाइना में स्थित है वहां से आता है. जिस तरह से अमेरिका ने बायोटेक्नोलॉजी का उद्घोष किया था। एवरीथिंग स्टार्टेड ऑफ बायोटेक्नोलॉजी फ्रॉम यूनाइटेड स्टेट्स। उसके बाद वो ग्रेजुअली सारी दुनिया में फैल गया और अब चाइना काफी आगे बहुत स्पीड से बायोटेक्नोलॉजी के एरिया में बढ़ रहा है। एग्रीकल्चर बायोटेक्नोलॉजी को ले अगर हम देखते हैं तो एग्रीकल्चर बायोटेक्नोलॉजी में भी चाइनीज कंपनीज ने और पर्टिकुलरली बीजिंग जीनोम इंस्टीट्यूट ने काफी अच्छा प्रोग्रेस किया है, काफी योगदान दिया है। प्लांट ब्रीडिंग और जेनेटिक्स के लोगों को पता होगा मार्कर असिस्टेड सिलेक्शन के बारे में, डिफरेंट डेवलपमेंट ऑफ डिफरेंट मार्कर्स के बारे में, मॉलिक्यूलर मार्कर्स के बारे में, जीन पिरामिडिंग के बारे में, और उसके अलावा फंक्शनल मार्कर्स के बारे में। तो ये सब मार्कर्स तभी सक्सेसफुल हो सकते हैं जब हमारे पास जीनोम का सीक्वेंस हो, हमारे पास डीएनए की सीक्वेंस होती है। तो बीजिंग जीनोम इंस्टीट्यूट जो है वो एक बहुत ही अग्रणीय संस्था है, एक इंटरनेशनल ऑर्गेनाइजेशन है, काफी इसका रेपुटेशन है। लकीली डॉक्टर भास्कर ही वाज एक्चुअली ट्रैप्ड कोरोना के कारण। वो अभी कलकत्ता में फंस चुके थे, तो मैंने उनसे एक रिक्वेस्ट किया, आई रिक्वेस्टेड हिम एंड देन ही गेव अस हिज वैल्यूएबल टाइम। उन्होंने अपना एक बहुत कीमती वक्त निकाला और मेरे सिर्फ एक रिक्वेस्ट से हुए आज आपके सामने प्रेजेंट है। उम्मीद करते हैं कि आप लोगों को बहुत कुछ सीखने को मिलेगा। कुछ चीजें ऐसी होगी स्टूडेंट्स के लिए, पर्टिकुलरली कुछ चीजें ऐसी होगी जो कि आपको समझने में डिफिकल्टी होगी। कोई इश्यू की बात नहीं है। जब कॉलेजेस स्टार्ट हो जाएंगे आप आके पर्सनली मुझसे बात कर सकते हैं, आप क्वेश्चन कर सकते हैं डेफिनेटली। अगर आपको डाउट होता है या कुछ समझ में नहीं आता है तो आप मुझसे कांटेक्ट कर सकते हैं। यू कैन कम टू द यूनिवर्सिटी जब भी कॉलेजेस खुलते हैं एंड देन वी कैन हैव ए गुड डिस्कशन। सीखने को बहुत कुछ है और आज हम सुनते हैं डॉक्टर भास्कर रॉय को। डॉक्टर भास्कर,
Yes. Hi.
यू कैन प्लीज शेयर योर स्क्रीन।
Okay.
वर्षा मैडम प्लीज उनको शेयरिंग का ये दे दीजिए।
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Given, please.
Yeah, Dr. Bhaskar, you can share your screen, please.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. It's okay. Can you see, Deepak?
No, it has not come. It has not opened.
Yes. Now it is visible, sir.
Yeah, it is visible now.
Okay. Shall I start?
Yeah, it is visible. Yeah, you can start, please.
Okay, thank you. Hi, everybody. Actually, yeah, it's a great opportunity to talk here. So it is a long time detached from India. I was long time in China, almost 12, 13 years. And for the virus pandemic, I came here and I joined the BGI. One of the branch is MGI in India. Currently, I'm working here. Okay. So first, this is the one I am presenting the one small projects that it is the marine projects and it is the related with transcriptome and proteomes data analysis and from the South China Seas that we got the cone snails, the Conus butylinus, one of the species of the cone snails, and we extract the de novo sequencing and we make a lot of
Yeah,
work.
Dr. Bhaskar, just a minute. Hello.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, people want to see you also. So can you can you switch on your camera, please?
I mean,
If everything is fine.
okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, if I just give some basic comments, but if you have any questions, you can. But okay, how to? Actually, I am familiar with the team, the Microsoft team. I'm not familiar with the Zoom. Okay, anyway.
No, there is a camera option.
Yes, this, yeah, camera start videos, right?
Yes, yeah, that one. I also want to see your face. What has happened in last 13 years?
Yes.
Yeah, now it is visible. Okay.
This is all right.
Yeah, it is all right. No problem. Yeah. Yeah, please go ahead. Yeah.
So, yeah, next talk here. Okay, let's. So, I move it that slide. Okay. Okay. So this is the, as we know that that's the very basic science. I want to first introduce our institute and what we are doing, and then we come to our small projects. So let's start with how the life is beginning. So as we know that it is the combined with cells of the egg and sperm, and it is divided cell divisions followed by cell divisions and deformations and complete development of the life. But one question is always remind us: who is control of those things? So is behind of some things is called the gene. Genes, everything is controlled. So genes is composed is nothing but it is composed with 4 nucleotide ATGC. It is and it is the combined of the ATGC, and this ATGC is present in DNA and it is the nuclei. So all those things is mutated and everything is difference between ATGCs in our life, the genes. Here I saw some pictures here, how we are identified. It's the evolutionary stage. So is the tiny mutations, we can easily identify the evolutions of the human, where we are now. So you can see here, the chimpanzee is the 98.8%. We are the 99.99%. Just 1% is tiny differentiations. We are evaluated our behavior, our attitude, everything changed. So I want to express here that how the genes are working, how the DNA are identified with us. So this BGI, what we are 20 years development of BGIs. So it is a huge progress. And the BGI is is in the world biggest the research institute in which is headquartered in Shenzhen in Beijing, Shenzhen, and it was before it was in Beijing. So it established 1999, and it is when they established the 99, they got 1% human genome projects. So it is almost around cost 3.8 billion. So that after that, we are 10 persons. We got the international HAMMAP projects we completed in 2002. After that, 2008, we completed one first Asian genome project from the BGIS. And after 2010, also we 1,000 genome projects we completed, and 2018 we completed 140,000 genome sequence from the Chinese populations. So after that, more than 300 papers are published in the Science and Nature Cells, the top journals. Others also published. So next, we are going to. This is the group of BGI groups. This is the 9 parts. So this is the four line. First one is the BGI research, is the non-government organizations, and after that the 6 are the branches of the BGI groups. So this is the BGI agriculture. They have their specific business strategies. So BGI groups, BGI medias, and FGI, the foreign direct invest FGI, and also the defense and BGI agricultures and BGI media. So these are the BGI groups. So what the next is that MGI about the MGI. Hello.
Yeah, hello, you can proceed. Yeah.
So MGI is one of the branch of the BGI groups. So now the 900 employees are working in the worldwide, and R&D, 40% are R&D, and 11% is all over the world. And more than 600 patents are in MGI groups, and 400. So more than 400 are used this worldwide, and within 26 countries, and a lot of and this the MGI is the main focus is the sequencer, the development, the 1,300 more than 1,300 sequence already delivered in and within 6 countries, including India also. So this is the main technology we focus in the MGI. So one of the focus, the DNB technologies, DNA nanoball technologies. So we developed these technologies, and the STALFR, the short tube long fragment reads technologies, 2-color sequencing technologies, and DNA pattern array technologies. These all are based on, and also maybe you heard about the Illumina. So we are always compare with Illumina's, basically our competitive, and we developed this technology, and now it is in the market. So MGIs are the 6 years after development. So we developed a lot of sequencing instruments. It is BGI-SIG 500, DNB-SIG G400, and also we need to focus also the 2 automated extraction systems, the MGI SP100, MGI SP960 platform. We and India also collaborations. We have some collaboration in India also, and this is the huge DND 67s, the commercial products according to, and also we developed a lot of the robotics instruments. Okay, so now I'm coming our main projects, the goals of those projects. So I divided the cones. The cone snails is the one, the Conus genus, and it is the very poisonous. It is around 700 species is found still, and the sting it is capable, and 25. It is very stingy, and it is length 25 centimeters. Can go. This is the different consonants in this how we observed, and we saw that the different these are the poisonous the consonant species found in South China Sea. So this is the one of the projects we are running currently, and it's the marine projects. So after that consonants, this is the 700 species already described, and which and 100 species among which are the fish hunting species. They hunt fish. So is the different hunting behavior. They have the modified radulas, right? They inject in the fish, and the fish become the paralyzed, and they prey to fish. So we extract the milking method to is the venoms from the, although it is poisonous, so we extract the venom from the snails. After extract the venom, the snails is mainly is a peptide. So we focus on the drug development. Else it will be clear. So it will be the drug development projects. And we have the toxins, we find the toxins which is present in the cone snails, and it is also useful for humans. And this is the very poisons is very also sometimes it is very dangerous for humans also. These are toxic. So after the venoms, the toxins is various venom is called conotoxins. Thus, we need to understand the toxins is the venom is the conotoxins, and it is present in the snail's gland. So this is the main, and it is also these venoms also contain the pain reducing toxin, and which is useful for humans also. So this is the actually the Conus peptide, the regions, different regions we are signaling peptide mature locations. So we can find the mature regions, we can find most of the conotoxins in the mature regions. So how application of conotoxins, it is the drug levels applications. So it will be K through the K channels is the where the hypertensions. So it is through the K channels using the different channels, different conotoxins apply in the drugs. So it is the first developed from the C, the genoids, and after that allergic another product. It is from the C signal only. So they are already developed some drugs on this from the consonants. So these are the classifications of conotoxins. It is the almost N-terminal precursors sequence, and the 16 major superfamilies are, and 8,344 conotoxins already deposited on the protein database, and the others also is unknown. So this is the insulin related. There's recently found that the fish hunting consonants, they have the insulins, and that insulins are recognized as a drug and utilized in the humans. So that's we also found similar research, and we found that insulins and the consonants, it is useful for humans. So the insulin is nothing. It is very the different species. It is have the your signaling reproductions membrane, and it is variables and metabolism is different species have different metabolisms, different others, and also the mollusca insulins, human insulins are invertebrate, vertebrate insulins, all are different. So consonants venom is showing the great promise to show the source of new and medically important substance. So it is very important for him to develop the drug. So this actually this project objective was the chronotoxin diversity. We need to chronotoxin diversity and insulin's diet class and insulin's related human and medical values. We need to give some information that it will be useful for futures. So materials, what we did it here, we go through that. What we did it, we extract the mRNAs from the conus insulins and conus from the venoms, and we did the NGS, next generation sequencings, and also proteomic LCMS, and we combined our data both, and we find the chronotoxins. We find the chronotoxins, and the chronotoxins become the chronoinsulins. We find the chronoinsulins in the conus, and the insulins are related with humans. So this is the our strategy. We found it how we combine these both data. One is proteomic status, one is NGS data, and combined both data and find the chronotoxins which are related with chronoinsulins. So this is the finding protocols. We have, according to this, we made it. So these are the first steps with sample extractions, and we did de novo transcriptome sequencings. After de novo transcriptome sequencings with the proteomics venom samples for proteomics identifications. After we did LCMS, and we identified the peptide and bioinformatics analysis. We did it, and we predict some chronopeptide and the gene superfamily. We mentioned it. So this is the some results we got. So one of the 14 data results. So this the 14 results. We got the 2 samples, and we extract the RNAs, and we identify the 3,740 peptides, and 3,074 peptides, and corresponding 339 protein sequence. After proteins, we got it, and we compare with the different database, Uniport, and our data, and we find the 283 whole toxins peptide in the sequence, and 283 chronotoxins are mainly is 100 amino acids, and more 25 longer than 100 amino acids. We found it. So we classify the superfamilies. So we did the Chronosorters, one of the Chronospect software you used, and we made the superfamilies, and among 280 chronotoxin sequence, and we classified it. After classified, and we got superfamilies such as TO2A, the superfamilies, and other 43 superfamilies. And we also classify as the other 43 superfamilies. We got the chronoinsulins, which is indicated here. So we have found the 2 chronoinsulins in this species. So in this species, nobody reported they have the chronoinsulins here. So we are the first reported in this paper. So after that, what we did it, we did it that the framework, cytosines framework chronotoxins. So we different cytosines. Now we studied and we saw the patterns and we analyzed the cytosines framework also. This is the term among we analysis the 283 chronotoxins, and we found that chronoinsulins here, which is related with the human chronoinsulins. And among of the chronoinsulins, the D, B1, H, and N is nobody reported in this species. So this is our first report. We got the D, B, and H, and the chronoinsulin. And we also reported the after that chronoinsulins, when we made it database, we compared the data with others. We compared with data with others animals, for example, the frogs, fish, and human and cona species. So here the interesting we found it here. What we found it that it is more related with human insulins with the chronoinsulins. So it is closely related with human insulins, and also these data are collected from the UniProt database. So insulins, so after that we also compared with insulins with human, the cystonin, and with human insulins to CONAS insulins, and we got the similarity, which is more similarity with A chain and B chain with human insulins. And we identify some, yes, these insulins are related with human insulins, and it will be in future study for drug development. So these are the after that we did the from the 3D structures, and we saw that is the most stable chain, A chain and B chains. This is the B chains and A chains in the human and CONAS levels, and we identify the receptors, and we found the insulin peptide in this species, butylenus. The first time we reported, and this is the 3D structures, and it is very similar with human insulins, and this is the way targeted in this insulin, and we do the more analysis on this part. So then so this is the conclusion we can get it from this here after this analysis. So this the transcriptomics and proteomics result is very useful for discover the new novel chronotoxins in this CONAS species, and this and we can develop through these targets drugs in the chronotoxin, which is useful for humans in the futures. Okay. Okay, then thank you. If you have any questions on this, you can ask me.
Yeah, thank you, Dr. Bhaskar. It was certainly interesting to know the work that is going on at BGI. I'm having one question.
Yeah.
With regards to the insulin that is being currently produced, how much is the economic viability of this thing? Whatever conclusions you have drawn with chronotoxin insulin. So how much economic viability is there? Yeah, please be in the conclusion slide. I will ask question from conclusion.
So yeah, this is the only the research is the primary research what we find it in the bioinformatics analysis. This is the new development that we also analysis and the genome part also genomic part where we didn't get the insulins, only the proteomic studies, transcriptomic studies we got it these insulins. But it will, of course it will be useful, but how much economics when go and the applications levels. So this is the new development technologies that both combine the proteomics data and the transcriptomics data, and we got the insulins, which is related with humans. But in the drug levels, still we need to verify, and we need to validation study. We need to do for the validation study and the economic levels. Not yet study on the economic levels.
Thank you. And if anybody is having any question, they can ask, please.
Yeah, you can ask if they have primary questions about this project and what the BGI is working on this.
So one question, if what BGI is working on, one question from that. Now personalized medicine has become important.
Yeah, yes, the personal. Yeah, this is the BGI is totally is that this is the aim, the individuals personalized medicines. So that's why we have this motto, the omics studies, and we that BGI is doing the omics for everybody's, omics for life. So BGI is analysis. I have the more than 6,000 people are working in the BGIs, the genomics field, genomics, proteomics, DNA, RNA, protein, cells. So this is the everybody's. We have the storage, the genes functions, database, everybody. So we have the gene bank. This is, you see the gene bank here. There is newly established the gene banks in the world. Have the 4 gene banks. So Germany, USA, Russia, and China. I think, yeah. So every data are storage here. So we need to follow the precision medicines. So BGI is one of the leader of the do the precision medicines and the storage, all those things, the genomics and proteomics data. So we have different branches: the BGI agriculture, BGI sequencer, MGI, BGI media, even BGI college, even BGI journals, magazines, and medicals.
तो डॉक्टर भास्कर रॉय ने ये हमें बताया कि बीजीआई नाम का एक ऑर्गेनाइजेशन है जिसके बारे में मैं बता चुका हूँ आप लोगों को। ये काफी नए इनोवेटिव रिसर्च कर रहा है, जिसमें से जो रिसर्च है वो एग्रीकल्चर से रिलेटेड है। उसके अलावा हर इंडिविजुअल के जैसे कि जिस तरह हम पेड़ पौधों में देखते हैं कि हमें ये ध्यान रखना रहता है कि एक क्रॉप की क्या इम्पोर्टेंस है, उसको किस चीज की जरूरत है और उसमें कौन सा बीमारी होता है, क्या रोग होता है जिसका हमें इलाज करना है। ठीक उसी तरह ह्यूमन में भी हर इंडिविजुअल, जो भी इंसान है, हर एक इंडिविजुअल अपने आप में एक एंटिटी है। उसका शरीर, उसके शरीर में जो इम्यूनिटी है, वो सब चीजें अलग अलग इंसान के ऊपर डिपेंड करती है, उसके माहौल के ऊपर डिपेंड करता है, उसके खान पान है, उसके जेनेटिक कैरेक्टर के ऊपर डिपेंड करता है। इन सब चीजों पर बीजीआई बेसिकली काम कर रहा है। इस तरह से जो भी रिलेटेड रिसर्च है और नए टेक्नोलॉजी का आविष्कार बीजीआई के माध्यम से हो रहा है। बीजीआई एक ऐसी संस्था है जिसके पास अपना खुद का रिसर्च है, खुद का रिसर्च आर्टिकल पब्लिश करने के लिए जर्नल्स है, और वो एक ऐसा प्लेटफॉर्म है जहाँ पे काफी कुछ नया और इनोवेटिव हो रहा है। अभी जैसे हम लोगों ने सुना एक पर्टिकुलर कंपाउंड के बारे में, जो कि भास्कर जी ने जो बताया हमें, उसका रिलेशनशिप इंसुलिन से है। इंसुलिन एक ऐसा केमिकल है जो हमारे शरीर में शुगर की मात्रा को कंट्रोल करने के लिए इम्पोर्टेंट होता है। तो उस चीज के ऊपर थोड़ा अभी हम लोगों ने डिस्कस किया। उम्मीद है कि कुछ तो बच्चों को समझ में आया होगा। कम से कम इतना तो ये टॉक का उद्देश्य इतना है कि एटलीस्ट हम ये जान सके कि बाहरी दुनिया में क्या हो रहा है। ठीक है, सारा टेक्नोलॉजी और सारे जो इम्पोर्टेंट कंसेप्ट्स है वो एक टॉक से समझ में नहीं आता है, लेकिन ये बहुत ही जरूरी है कि हम जान सके कि बाहरी दुनिया में अलग अलग फील्ड में क्या क्या डेवलपमेंट हो रहा है, क्या क्या रिसर्च हो रहा है, क्योंकि हम कुएं का मेढक नहीं बन सकते। दुनिया खुला हुआ है, वी शुड लर्न फ्रॉम ऑल द डिफरेंट फील्ड्स। हमें अलग अलग फील्ड से अलग अलग चीजों को समझना होगा और उसे अपने फील्ड में अपनाना होगा। ठीक है, भारतीय संस्कृति को थोड़ा सा इसमें मैं ऐड करता हूँ। हमारी संस्कृति इतनी अच्छी है कि जितनी भी अलग अलग संस्कृतियां यहाँ आई, भारतवर्ष में आई, हमारी संस्कृति ने उसे अपनाया है। तो हमें, हमारी संस्कृति में और हम में ये काबिलियत है कि हम अलग अलग नॉलेज को एकत्र कर सके या अपने आप में उससे कुछ नया सीख सके। तो पूरा एक्सपर्ट टॉक का उद्देश्य यही है कि जो भी पार्टिसिपेंट्स है उन्हें कुछ नया देखने को और सीखने को मिले। Dr. Bhaskar, just I gave a brief introduction
yeah,
of the
understand.
different aspects to the students,
मैं समझ
because
में आ रहा
most
है।
of the
हाँ,
students may not understand all the things. So just I gave a brief
yes,
representation
I
of the
also
talk.
not yeah,
Yeah,
I also not
Dr.
explain is
Bhaskar,
that
your voice is muted, I think.
yeah.
We are not able to hear you.
What? It's okay.
Hello?
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yeah. Your voice is coming now.
So just I given just one brief introductions. Is a part of my one of work I did it before when I was in China. So I have a lot of work is the human genomes, the metagenomics, metabolomics, and the gut microbiomes. So a lot of work is going on in the science, and BGI also is handling a lot of works. And the BGI is one of the institute who we developed ourselves and we apply ourselves. So it is whole the total solution is you can say is one word, lab to land. So we have we developed in the world the two sequencer institute. I got the is called the FDA for commercially the NGS. One is Illumina and I is the BGI. So BGI is the genomic sequencing are selling all over the world, now captures the world market, the sequencer, different sequencers, different even the for the COVID-19 we developed so two automated systems. So it is robotics, so it is avoid the contaminations, the space, the in the India space. Basically I last time I was in CCMB and Ahmedabad. So they use this instrument because the lab is very small pace, so they don't have much employer. So this the automated extraction sequence, they are working on that and they are getting very good results. So BGI developed a lot of yeah.
Yeah, please go ahead.
Please, yeah.
Yeah.
Please openly you can tell, yeah.
No,
Baat kar sakte.
they are talking. Yeah. You
Okay.
can please proceed. Yeah.
Okay, so the so BGI is NGI is working on the only the in the science field, and we develop a lot of things which is that made in BGIs and applicable things. So yeah, so MGI is now working in India, and we also have the next year we also develop the R&D in India, and also we develop a lot of things here. So if anybody from the not only the medical health medical fields, also is the agriculture fields and others field also, we can if anybody interested, we join with us and we work together. So such the big companies in the world we need to know.
Yeah, thank you, Dr. Bhaskar. Thank you for your valuable time and for the information that you could provide to the students. And it was definitely interesting to hear all the talk and all the different technologies that BGI is promoting and also developing. Thank you for all your time, and thank you all the participants and our agriculture expert talk team for facilitating this talk, for also making the flyers and other things. All the students, I'm thankful to all the students. I'm thankful to Mr. Pramod Joshi, and also a lot of thanks to Dr. Mr. Tiwari. So thank you all for your support. Yeah, Dr. Bhaskar, thank you. See you soon.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, sure.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thanks.
Yeah.